property according to your capacity, your financial capacity, and therefore you would not expect a court to direct you to buy property which your money cannot pay
for. In instances like this, can the blame be shifted? For instance, the only reason I'm putting on my generator is because I'm not being supplied power. So, I mean, could the blame be shifted to another party in that regard?
No. No, it can't be. That would be too far-fetched. It is too remote to place vicarious liability on the supplier of power.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, how difficult will it be to prove adversely that you've been affected by one's generator noise or sound?
Well, for the tort of nuisance, as I mentioned earlier in the definition, it deals with land itself, interference with land, 2, the use of land, and 3, the enjoyment of land.
Okay.
It does not cover situations where it has to do with personal injuries arising out of the nuisance being created by your neighbor's property, such as the generator. That falls squarely under a different class of law of tort, which is negligence. You have to pursue that in negligence.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong then. So let's just say, for instance, at this point in time, my generator is a very large one. It's caused vibrations which have been felt next door. Let's just say hypothetically something falls down next door and the person is injured. I could not be blamed for that.
You can't be blamed.
I can be blamed for that.
You can't be blamed for that.
Right, okay. So because the vibrations have actually gone out there.
Exactly.
So in that regard then, how would that person prove that case?
Well, you have to lead in proving your case in court. You have to lead evidence. If you have physical evidence to show, if you have photographs to show, or you have an expert to come and testify that it is as a result of the vibrations and the noise from my neighbor's generator, that is why I have suffered this, then, and if the court buys that evidence, then you have made your case out then.
Okay. What's usually awarded to somebody who would win in such a case?
Well, in the area of tort, damages are awarded. Now, the quantum of damages depends on a wide variety of factors. You can also lead. You have 2 types of damages. You have general damages and special damages. With special damages, you have to lead evidence to show specifically that these are the injuries you have suffered, and I use injuries here not in the literal sense of the word injuries in English language, but in the legal sense, injuries as in some harm that has been caused you as a result of the nuisance. So you have to lead evidence on that for special damages. So and then for general damages falls within the discretion of the judge.
Okay. Now, the injury that you talk about, that could be mental, physical, emotional, any of those kind of injuries. It doesn't necessarily have to be something physical.
Physical, exactly.
Right. Okay. I just want a clarification on that. Okay. So just to wrap things up, then, I mean, if you are being annoyed by somebody's generator, what would be the first point of call in order to create a case?
Well, I believe that the first point would have to approach the neighbor.
Okay.
Indeed, as I've already referred to in Bamford and Turnley, the judge said that, look, this is a rule of give and take.
Right.
Live and let's live. It is designed to encourage tolerance between neighbors.
Right.
And therefore, you need to approach your neighbor, talk to your neighbor. Let's see how we can solve whatever noise is coming out, so that we can live peaceably within the community.
Coexist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, it is only when both parties are unable to reach an amicable solution as to how to peaceably coexist as neighbors, or someone is being unreasonable, then you may decide to take the matter up in court.
Okay. All right. I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning and clearing the air for us. This morning on The Chamber, we've been discussing, can you sue over noise caused by generators? And we've got some answers right there. But like he said also, it's all about coexistence. So let's try and focus on that as well.